Hey guys, Ballatw here, back with another VOD review. This one has been a long time coming. Bugha, from his World Cup games, his actual World Cup games. Unfortunately, I know I'm really late on these, but it will help us all for the solo cash cups that are being played every Wednesday and Thursday from here on out. First one being this Wednesday. And also just, see this piece of history, really. So Bugha, lucky landing. We know his trophy's there now. We get to watch this entire thing. It's two main spots were really this one here and then this one down here. And he plays very box fight focused style inside of Lucky Landing. Whereas other people would full on build fight. Bugha, one of the most efficient solo mid game and early game players out of everybody just because he's so good at the box fighting style. One thing that I've immediately noticed from way back when and watching other people too is instead of going through the stairs in a lot of these buildings to just go straight through, not only is this giving them mats, but it's actually a little faster to go floor to floor. And they can keep a consistent loot path. All right. Keep a consistent loot path. And it's funny too. He's not focusing on all the little tiny mats inside of all the different buildings. He actually focuses on the walls, because this is going to be movement options for you. It's like he is doing here. Back into the old building. I think he definitely knows that the player is nearby him. This is what I'm talking about, right? He just makes his own, I said in the Bugha video, he makes his own box fighting jungle gym. And this is what he's doing again here, because he knows there's players who want to approach him, and he just gets in and then goes back to his strongest box, which is this brick with the brick box in the center of everything, right? There's not going to be these random obstructions in the buildings, these random movements that he has to make, but he now has control of two buildings when this player above him who wants to fight this, who wants to get his loot, is actually no control of anything. So if he has to fight, he can move to either one of these buildings. And quickly too at that, right? He doesn't have to break through things. He can just quickly go from one side to the other. We saw this all the way back when he was qualifying for World Cup in his first VOD review. The other thing that this helps against, and we just realized this because of the proximity grenade launcher that the other guy used that prox GL, and because he's all boxed up, there's no chance this is going to hit him at all, right? Some other people who might stay on top of roofs and stuff like that and wait for the approaches can get caught unaware, or even people going through windows, right, can get caught unaware. Such a good style here, because now this guy has to decide, hey, do I want to fight? Do I want to stay here and wait? Or do I just leave? There's only 50 seconds left. Sure, Bugha's not really getting any loot from this at all. He's not looting more than two buildings. But everything he's farming is refarmed back up in terms of materials. Still has control of the two buildings. This guy has used all of his utility. He has used all of his utility, stinks, proximity GL, and the grenades here before getting any info on Bugha's HP, before getting any tags besides the stinks. And Bugha still has everything meanwhile. How does he know that the guy wants to go back up through there? How? He sees the stairs here, and then he knows he's going up there. All right, he just saw the stairs. He should have shot, like... This is so close to grabbing this. To grabbing this pickup on this guy. And who knows, he might have just found minis. Okay, let's move forward. I think this early game is pretty much done and dusted. Yep, everybody's out of here. Okay. That's hilarious. You saw he quickly was like, okay, I gotta get the loot. I gotta get the loot. And then he saw there was a player boxed up behind him. Boom. That was the guy that they were box fighting each other. Can he still go get this? Can he? Can he? Launch pad? The guy didn't even grab the loot. What the? Also, what is this in terms of rotation, bro? This guy has no mats at all. He has nothing because of how he played that early game. There's absolutely nothing. Now I'm starting to be like, okay, maybe there is some nerves involved in the early game plan here. We actually know. We saw this in the World Cup qualifier VOD review too. Same thing. Same plan. And he didn't even grab any of that loot because of everybody nearby. Storm Surge. About to start getting active. Like, it's only on the rotates that anybody is really shooting at all. Obviously, it changes after a couple of games. 1 or 2. He's still back down to 21 mats. Also, using that impulse and then grabbing and then using the mesh to rotate because he knows he might need the impulse on the next zone. Nice. Still low on mats though. Sheesh. 3 materials and all that. 3 materials. If he did not get in there, the game was over. You got to think about it that way. If he did not get in, that's why he's actually looking for this tag. He goes through this edit, takes that shot, because if he gets a kill, he's like, okay, cool, I'm back in the game. But then realizes, I have 4 builds, I need to get in. So he gets in. This heavy snipe is the one reason Bugha wins this first game, I would say. Those first 2 kills to get him actually up to full shield or whatever. And then that 500 metal that Cease had. And then you got 6 shockwaves here because of this one. Even get some shadows too. Oh, he's getting in. More shockwaves. More mats. The same style, bro. This was the World Cup in a nutshell. It was the World Cup in a nutshell. Not the World Cup finals, but solo World Cup was dominated by Bugha on the meta end too, right? He was the only guy, the first guy that I saw really do this style of go, 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 box up, stay in the one box, right? Think about the efficiency of this. Use your mobility out of your one box. Go forward. Boom, right? We saw Bucky qualify because of that. We saw Yarkos qualify because of that inside of our VOD review. Well, we didn't VOD review Bucky, but then Bugha just does it here again so perfectly because he's the guy who basically led the way. No matter what, you can always come back from shambles, and if you play a style like this where you're really not spending too much on your rotates, you're just moving forward, getting a box, getting a good layer, sitting there, looking for gate keeps, then you're chilling in the end game. This is the perfect formula. It still works in solos to some extent. This guy wanted to get in. I like how he trades the shots and then backs up. Doesn't do anything. King popping off. We'll watch that tomorrow. But something that a lot of people do, they would see, hey, he's in that box. Let's get a couple shots on him, and then they're like, oh, I got him. I hit him twice, 60. I got to finish this kill. And then they make another edit, and they end up dying. Not only because of the guy making just a better shot than you do, or another way, which is just the fact that you get stuck in zone, for example. Bugha wants to get off of this layer, I think, unless... Ooh! You guys saw that little stair flip right there? That little stair flip is kind of dirty, though. Bop, stair, flip. To get behind it. Oh, so good, bro. Yeah, I know they showed this on stream. They showed everything from Bugha on stream after this. Most of the end game was very, very well watched. This is from where we watched him, I think. After this shadow bomb, it's like Bugha all the way. Look how he looks up at height right there. It's that first opportunity, that first inkling that Bugha's like, oh, I can actually possibly go for height. This is nuts. This sequence right here. The great leveling, by the way. he realized there was a guy in the box to his side, so he just went up one when he has the time to do it, right? A lot of people make the mistake to level when they're in the middle of a rotation, but Bugha just levels when he doesn't need to be moving. He's already in zone, but he levels. He's like, okay, there's a guy over there. Let's be proactive. Let's get on a different layer at this time. And he doesn't be having to do anything else. And again, paying attention to height, spots it out, knows where the zone is going. He's going to actually go down for whatever reason. Curious about that. I guess the last shadow bomb is better for now rather than using your shockwaves. Shockwaves are going to ruin anything, and there's still placements to have. Shockwaves are free. I mean, shadows are free. That was so risky. You saw that, by the way? That was because he was wiping his mouse. Or wiping, he was doing his stretch thing that he normally does. Where he didn't place that on top. Okay. I'm surprised he didn't get that. I love this stair flip on top. Right? Not only once you place that stairs, your opponent thinks you're going to be on that side of the wall or on that side. Then he flips it quickly, and now he's on this side of the wall. Doesn't get it. Creo is good enough that he's going to be able to react quick enough, but Bugha would have been taking a wall in most other cases, except when he's playing the World Cup. So then that edit, that jump down on the stairs. Honestly, I think the stairs is way better than placing cones or anything like that because of how much harder it is for you guys to hit headshots when you're inside this box. All right, and he always lands in a perfect spot. Creo can only get feet shot here, and so can Bugha, but really depends on what edit Creo makes. Because if he edits this way, for example, this is a headshot for Bugha rather than Creo can probably only really hit his feet still too. And coming down onto the stairs, native when you're higher, it's much harder for Creo to have the FOV to actually see Bugha. Oh, beautiful game, beautiful game. Okay. Funny that he lands mid. I'm curious. Actually, I'm going to go back here. Okay, he doesn't actually look for the chest there. I was like, there's no way that... Yeah. Rewinds. Stinks up top. Because I would expect him to go up first and then come down for the efficiency of it all. Speed of this route. So I was thinking that he probably looked for a chest spawn and actually looked for all the floor loot spawn because you could see it all through that window if you're good enough. Ooh, I did not know about this 2 floor loot spawn. If you're landing lucky, I did not know about 2 floor loot spawns there. Oh, this was something he's talked about on stream. The way he ramps up here, and I was talking about it briefly in the Bugha Animal Aspect VOD review. Is that he ramps up before this roof, just in case there's a guy on the other side who's ramping up as well. Because if you just go ramp up to the roof and somebody ramps up over, you're going to end up getting screwed because of the way that the roof is played. And you have to place a floor here or a floor here to get the extra ramp. And you don't want to give him free high ground because of it. Loadout choices here. Drops the SMG. Rather carry an AK than an SMG. That's surprising to me, but I've been seeing yesterday when we watched all the FCS, like everybody was carrying the AK over anything. Over having a swap, for example. Pretty crazy though. There we go. We're back. So I love this. The way that he goes up. We hypothesized about like using cones to kind of go up on elevation, but it's actually kind of good now that we realize that using cones is more for blocking stairs rather than anything. So he's actually going for dimodomes here and possibilities, and realizes that that's not going to be a thing. Continues up. Threw 2 nades there. See, this is why you'd want some spam weapon in this situation. To be able to spam through boxes while they're building it. Meanwhile, the whole reason they were up here in the first place, the drop gets taken by somebody else. Damn. Got killed by OCE. But just nice. The reason that was inside of the box, Bugha's over here. This guy goes really close. Bugha's trying to footsie, just like we talked about in the video about him. Trying to stay back, but because Sosman gets all the way on the wall, this peak can actually find him. Right at the top of the jump, it can actually find him. Same building, 2 people here instead of 1. Also, there was a theory that Bugha got all half in, half outs. He didn't get half in, half out in the first game. So that goes out the window. And people are staying the frick away. I think, but he starts to get a little bit happier in Lucky Landing. And another thing too is that he knows exactly where people are dropping, that he doesn't loot this. I think this might be some good DJ, Destiny's Jesus help. And why he comes back here, he grabs all the buildings that he can from this, and then he goes into the back. And doesn't even bother checking the rest of the stuff because he knows it's looted. He just knows. There's no reason at all. This time, no, he realizes that people are getting a little bit less cheeky and less interested. 2 games in a row, there hasn't been anybody that pressured him at all, so he can get even center. What? Is that really the guy who landed there? Yeah, he did land there. Weird. The sound does not sound like he's landing over there, but it definitely sounds like it for him, clearly. Yes, replay mode, yes. It made the sound. I was like, wait, what? How did you just get through that? He already broke it. I like how he builds up to this hill to get better vantage. That's something for storm surge tags. You actually do want to make sure you're trying to grab high ground when you can to find these opportunities to shoot people. To shoot people for the tags. And he knew there was a guy back there from the start because he glided all the way back there. So keeping tabs on every single person around him. Solid. Bro, it lagged, so we couldn't really tell why he took high ground here. It's just a take high ground. This guy doesn't want to fight. Get above him. Type of thing. 3rd zone. All right, and he's already using all these shockwaves, just like we saw before, but... Use. Get in. He's the most reliant on impact frags I've seen since Zexro. Way back when. And Zexro was really using the impact frags in early game and not later. Just crazy. Because he's only down to 500 mats. 500 mats, that's not much. To survive a full end game with still 67 people alive. There's not much at all. I like this cone edit. Double ramps. One on each side. Instead of having to flip all the time. I really like that instead of shooting this, he marks it. Imagine that goes... Is it going? No. Yeah. That is the direction. I can't tell based on the mini-map. Okay, zone is not going that way. But later on, you could still grab that. Oh, it went away though. Why did marks go away? Does anybody know? Imagine the zone comes back there and he's able to just pick up a baller because he marked it way earlier. It must have gotten destroyed. That's what happened. That'd be nutty. Nutty. I like that build on this catch. Catch. Jump up. It was similar to what we were talking about with Edgy and them. It was the way that they jump up off the cone, but Bugha there doesn't block himself as fast, but he still layers. Ten builds, Shadow Bomb. He's gonna get placements just because he's efficient with his builds until the last minute. Ooh, this Shadow Bomb rotate though. Hold up. Hold up. Ah. Oh my god. Oh my god. 7 builds. Just waiting though. He's so patient. Yes. And the flint knock. More mats. He just got 47 builds and is back in the game just because he dropped low ground. Found a flint. Found mats. No way. Come on, bro. Was that his trap? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. So lucky. Good layer. God, he's nuts. Oh, that was quick. That was quick. That was really quick. To catch that the guy was above, he was looking down below. As soon as that guy pressured, he already knew and was resetting. Other people would lose that and die right here, right now. Nothing he can do though, because it's the other guy's walls. They're just not his at all. He got top 15 there, I think, right? Okay, he just shockwaved away with glider redeploy. This man just used shockwaves early game with no pressure just because he knows this man is Bugha. Oops, sorry guys. I like that though. You saw what he was doing with the stairs back here? Right here. Placing a stair, rotating it just so that he can get the tree. And then he can even rotate backwards and go forward. That is nice. That's just good use of mats. Yo, quads, man. I miss these things. I miss this. I was saying sitting on slipstream is the best way to get tags for Storm Surge. Right? Ooh. What is that? 3 purple tags? Come on, man. Come on, man. There's not even really real point for high ground taking, at least in this old meta, the old meta, because of how much mobility there was. In this one, I think there might be more chances to take high ground because there's so much less mobility, but still, the one mobility that's in there is a high ground griefer. Just like, really? Okay. That was quick. That was quick. He went from nothing to finding himself a headshot on that guy just because the guy impulsed. That was a really weird direction for that guy to impulse. Like up to the hill, I guess. That was snazzy or class. Like why not impulse towards zone, right? Ooh, I kind of like the way that this is done right? I always like didn't like doing the stair edits to view, but the way this is done is you can fall back into his fully built box without having to worry about it too much. Right? And he can just come through this box that looks open and useless, that there's nobody in there. How does he play this? There's no chance. There's no chance. Still not having a kill. Mats don't go into inventory for a kill. He must get half in. He must. He gets half in, half out. It's 100% happening. But how does he survive right now? 5 mats. 5 builds. 4 builds. There's no chance. Wonkus. Oh no, dude. Poor Flexi. Yo, he's just the most patient dude. 85, and he gets the kill, the flint knock. Oh no. 10 HP. Oh, and he almost got proximity jailed. If that's what you're talking about, maybe I didn't miss it. Oh my god. 10 HP from the zone. And he still has to move. Come on, please. Nice cranks. Nice cranks, Bugha. Oh. Yo, dog. I'm just saying, but that was scary as hell through the zone. And I like, you know, he just got a little bit of mats, but he spends them all to stay alive as much as possible, right? When he's cranking here, just spends here. Double cone, double cone, double floor. And everything, he's just making sure, nope, not getting hit, not getting hit, not getting hit. I do not want to. And then he's on a good layer now. He's on a good layer now. I'd rather do that than try to get in zone with getting tagged a little bit, because like this is only 3 shots. This is 3 shots or 2 headshots from an AK or an AR. Like, nah, bruh. Six mats again, bro. Got top 25. 15 was the next one in World Cup. Free loot, some shockwaves. Yes, yes. He didn't grab the shockwaves. That's surprising. Bugha's really good at that. See, but still, just spend. So he's very careful. In zone now. Ooh! Hola, the double flint. God, I wish these things were relevant, man. I wish they didn't blow out the flint. Why? It was such a good gun. It was so good. It's gone. Oh me. Oh well. Oh well. Alright. Got less than a box left. And he realizes. Please. That was a strange kill. Should not have got that in the World Cup. He's dead. Nope. Alright. This game is all about checklists, bro. He's so good at making sure that he has the mats. Even though he's spending a lot. I'm surprised some of the reload stuff didn't work. Oh, the movement. The movement. The movement. Wait, what? I thought it was going over the hill. The movement there is that he got on the rail. I'm gonna play this back. Ah, that was misplaced. He wanted to edit. Oh. Bugha's so freaking nasty. So freaking nasty. This right here. There? Yes. This where he jumps on the rail and doesn't just jump down. A lot of people just jump down. I mean, that's what he does eventually. To land in the side of the Mr. Savage box is nuts. Okay, this swap was disgusting onto Bizzle. Imagine he edited them both down there with the trap. That's what he wanted to do, I think. Or he could have had that if he didn't scuff that one edit that Bugha scuffs. The one edit is what costs him the game. Right there. If he had first gotten out of there, Mongrel's moving to the left. That's disgusting. Guys, he just won the game off of 0 mats in half in, half out. He had 0 mats in half in, half out, and he got 3rd place with 4 eliminations. I don't know why I said won the game, but I mean, at this point in the World Cup, this was pretty much him solidifying a lead that was so crazy to overcome. The next game was the biggest one. Right, because the players might be so conditioned to think that Bugha would be over here at this time. And in this case, he's right next to him. That throws them off. And still a decent amount of brick to farm out here too. But too loud, and that was not his plan at all, clearly, because he wasn't looking for the kill. My thoughts is that he might be wanting to go this way for more loot options rather than the normal path that he was taking when he had like the heavy snipe and he usually had a combat or something like that. Like he had something that he was happy to play with. I think he wants to leave. Now that he's forced this guy back. Also opening up that top right there just to know, is this guy still here? If he rebuilds it, you know he's still there. If he doesn't rebuild it, you know that he's either in the front of the box or of the tunnel or in the back of the tunnel. Okay, I'm confused about the path now. I think there's a possibility that if he tries to go out, he's gonna get held even further. So with the mats that he has, he doesn't feel comfortable getting up there, maybe. Or it's again misdirection, coming over here and then, okay. Since you're controlling this entire place, I'm just going to go back to my old route. He wants to fight. I wonder if this is Sosman. They fought here before. Ooh. I really like that instant turtle. Right, and to the side too. Makes it easier for you to box up when you go out to the side like that. Instead of boxing up on top of where his stairs are, right? So if you're ramping up towards each other, he ramps up to your side, and then you want to box up, you go out to the side rather than stay under here where he could get, or he already has the top piece on top of you, right? Like it's a cone. I like it. Interesting to note. Box up. He's like, please leave. Please leave. I just want to play endgame with 0 mats, please. You can take all my mats. I just want to play endgame. Just leave me alone. That's what's going through Bugha's head right now. Hey, it worked, boys. Dude fucked off. Did he really need to use that pad? I guess he didn't know that he was gone. Bruh, he has 3 pads from that llama. He's like, yeah, sure, why not? Use it. Bugha's philosophy is use it or lose it. That is a user to lose a player. This mobility's nuts. Oh. 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 Poor prisionero. Prisionero. Really? Bro, like these quick tags, 80 compared to what would be only 40 with the AR is pretty crazy. 2 body shot tags, and then if it was 2 headshots, I don't know, man. I feel like the heavy AR has more. If you're better, I think it's better. Obviously not over a Scar, because of the just low bloom and beam potential. And the other thing I'm thinking is like there's just so much more kill potential on these shots that he's hitting, right? Just one more hit, or just that extra damage. Because most of the time you're only hitting one or 2 shots on these flyers. Like, just that extra little damage could result in the kill compared to, like, I find myself so much with the blue AR. Not the infantry so much. The infantry I can finish some kills, but the blue AR, anything like that, I just like can't finish kills. Like on flyers, they just don't die. I get so many tags on people, but they just never die. I'll take off somebody's shields, but they'll just never die. So I don't know. Interesting. Interesting. I might have to start experimenting with it because I was under the impression that it was just like 100% in favor of the regular AR. But my mind has been changing over the last couple of days. Still, I love the infantry though. Infantry is goated. He's so shadow. 4 shadows. 4 shadows. And a launch pad if you wanted to. Something I've noticed is that when he wants to go up, he always opens that edit on the floor first and then waits for a second on the pyramid and then goes. I was trying to think of like reasoning for that, but I can't figure it out. I think it might be just to like check if anybody's gonna start shooting at it. So he holds the pyramid for a second and then he's like, okay, nobody's gonna shoot, so I'm gonna go up. I'll see if I can spot it again for you guys. I think he's dead, boys. But, you know, it's Bugha, so I think he's dead, and he's, like, definitely not dead. That stair flip is in the floor, by the way, and he still hits that. Still hits that. There, he didn't do it because he needed to move because of zone right away. Has to go low because of his mat situation. You can't really stay too high. Free to farm. Nice, nice. No mats. This is when the best Bugha comes out, boys. Okay. I guess it's true. The best Bugha comes out at night when he has 0 mats. Oh my god. I went back just to see what just happened, because I didn't catch it. He tried to catch that shadow player, by the way. He didn't actually know where it was. He just kind of shot randomly on the outside of the box. It's kind of nice. Oops. My bad. My bad, my bad, my bad. Here we go. We're back. One tap. And then AK follow-up for this guy, Kluja. And the close range just full spray with the AK. And then he picks up 2 scars. I wonder if he realized what just happened. Full mats again. At least endgame full mats. And then the layering is disgusting here. He got all the way back up to a good layer from ultimate low in like literally probably 5 seconds. Nobody on this layer at all. And he's big chilling. Top 5 again. I think the only game that he didn't get top 5 was the second one and that third one where he died to Peter Pan, who dove into his box and he was stuck in a hard place. There was an opportunity there to switch to wood on that layer that was so good because there was tons of brick around him. Almost impossible for him to really get too much. I love the pressure coming out from the top and how he's still able to not only hold but edit through at the same time, right? He gets the cone on top. As soon as he gets the fresh cone on top, right? As soon as he gets the fresh cone on top, he goes and makes the edit, and then he still holds and goes back to holding a cone. Right? The floor might be gone, but he goes back to holding a cone. I think the pressure got there. All right, outside of zone, the guy started pressuring from the top. Decided it was just time to go down, but shotgun versus, or green pump shotgun versus combat, 1-to-1 like that, and he missed that sidewall just barely. Just barely. If he got that, he could have held that guy out. Yeah, see, he thought that this dot right here was a llama. And I can't see this one. Maybe you guys can see it. I definitely didn't see that. I like the safe way that he farms this. Just bases up right outside of it. And then farms the top and moves forward from there. I like it. A lot of people go into the inside and then farm the walls out and stuff like that. That's a little more dangerous than what he does. Oh! Imagine he just falls to his death there. One thing that's interesting is, I guess all the slipstreams are gone, but what he always does, he never swan dives out of it. Right? He always just goes straight like this. So that he doesn't get more time to get shot and he can't respond with builds. Just like with launch pads, right? A lot of people now using the short launches. I think it's important that he does that out of the slipstreams too even. I always tried to use the slipstreams to get as much distance as possible, but not this case. Not in this case. I guess he just gets tons of zones. Don't need to watch this. Hey, was he dancing on top of everybody? He was scared, man. I asked him why he didn't L dance on everybody. And he said, because he didn't have it bound. He should have L danced on everybody. I definitely would have done it. Imagine how legendary this moment would have been if he put that trophy thing up again. That emote that he did earlier. Imagine he did that again. Is this bugged the entire rest of the game? Come on now. It really is. Yo. It really is though. We just hear it reanimated the rest of the game. Come on, bro. Wub, 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 wub. Let's go, Bugha. What a moment. What a moment in time. In Fortnite competitive gaming history and esports in general. Guy. Taking height. Oh. Wait, did he really get that off? He got the edit off. He just broke him down. And then just redeployed through his edit. Pretty freaking dope. That's really cool, actually. When this guy lands on him with the baller. Sorry, I have to completely mute. This dubstep is real annoying. Alright. Edits back here. Edits here. That's definitely breaking. There's definitely stuff that he can catch himself on, though. So cool. No AR ammo. Later. While we're placing on land, y'all. The song is still playing. It is still playing. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Dude, that's so good. He knows the guy can't edit down because there's a cone on top, right? If he edits down through the cone, he'll be able to see that pretty clearly. And then he knows he's not coming out of this side of the wall. He went over here in time to see if he was going to edit out this wall. And then he knows that he had to go backwards. So Bugha knows. And then he even left-hand peeks. But Bella does not. Bella has... Oh, this isn't even the right game. Come on, bruh. Bella has no idea right now that Bugha's still watching him, right? Because he went out this way. There's a brick wall. Zone is in the way as well. Bella has no idea. So Bugha can freely left-hand peek right here. Easy, 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 easy. He tries to trap the baller. Moment's so good. Bellows in the middle popping a shadow too. Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't pop the shadow though earlier as soon as he made the edit out the back wall. But, well, free loot for Bugha. This VLC off of my screen, please. Please. These late game sits and cones are so good, bruh. I don't know how many kills I've seen because of them. I think he gets one more kill and dies. In top 5. Yep. Lol boom. Finally. Oh, what a game. What a game and what a tournament for Bugha, man. That's insane. Absolutely nuts. That's going to be the end of today's VOD reviews, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, and do all the things on my social media, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. It'll be highly appreciated and highly supported. Or it will highly support me. English is very hard after 4 hours of VOD review. But regardless, thank you guys so much. For everybody watching on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button. That's how you're going to know where the VOD reviews are happening. That's pretty much the only way you can find out. Unless you follow me on Twitter too, in which case I sometimes tweet about it. But anyways, guys, hope you have a good one. Peace.